Good morning, student of class 3. I am your computer teacher Sonjit sir. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to revise two important topics. Okay, types of operating system based on user interface, which is taken from chapter number 2, and components of Microsoft Word window, and it is taken from chapter number 3. Okay, so these two topics I am going to revise in this video. And this is the syllabus of first term examination, and as all of you know that our first term exam is mainly based on MCQ. Okay, so please read each and every chapter very carefully. Okay, please read each and every chapter very carefully. Now move on to the topic. So first is types of OS based on user interface. Okay, so basically a user interface is the way in which we interact with the computer. Okay, there are two main types of user interface. First is command line interface or character user interface, and second is graphical user interface. Okay, as we all know that uh, OS means operating system. Operating system is a communicator between user and the hardware. Okay, user and the hardware. Okay, so OS is acts like a communicator. Okay, so there are two main types of user interface based operating system. First is command line based operating system, and second is graphical user based operating system. Okay, on the basis of interface, OS can be two types. First is command line interface. Okay, so in the early days the operating system offered command line interface, CLI, also known as character user interface, CUI. Okay, this meant that the user had to write commands. Okay, the user had to write commands to give instruction to the computer. These commands were then interrupted by the operating system and to get the desired work done. That means in the early days, okay, in the early days the operating system mainly offered command line interface or character user based interface, which is command based. That means you have to write some commands to give instruction to the computer. Okay, a number of commands had to be learned to work on the computer. Only experienced person could be use the computer. As the example of CUI based operating system is MS DOS. Okay, so a character user interface based operating system is not a user friendly operating system. Okay, only experienced person, okay, only experienced person use this type of operating system, because you have to learn some commands, okay, to operate this operating system. Okay, next is graphical user interface. Okay, graphical user interface allows user to interact and give instruction through graphical icons. Okay, here you can see these are the graphical icons. Okay, these are the graphical icons and other virtual visual elements such as menus. Everything is shown as a part of the rectangular area called window. Okay, this is the window. Okay, this is the small window. Okay, user can easily use the picture based graphical elements through pointing device such as stylo or a finger on the touch screen on a mouse. Okay, and a mouse. Okay, so we can easily interact with the hardware by using this type of graphical user interface based operating system. Okay, and all the modern operating system are based on GUI. Okay, GUI means user interface based operating system. Some example of GUI operating system is Windows. Okay, Windows is the most popular operating system. Okay, Windows and Linux. Next is nowadays a device such as Google Home offer voice based interface to the user. They understand voice based command and act accordingly. Okay, so these are the two types of operating system. First is character user based operating system, and second is graphical user interface based operating system. Okay, character user based means command based operating system, and graphical user means graphic based operating system. Okay, next is the components of MS Word window. Okay, components of components of MS Word window. So the Word window contains different components or elements. Okay, here you can see this is the main window of a Word, Microsoft Word 2016. Okay, so this is the blank area, and this blank area is called working area. Okay, and this is the quick access toolbar, this is the title bar, this is the status bar. Okay, this is the status bar, and this is the vertical scroll bar. Okay, here you can see this is the vertical scroll bar, and all this menu is called the ribbon part. Okay, ribbon part. This ribbon part was first introduced in 2007 Word. Okay, 2007 Word, this ribbon part. Okay, this is the all this menu is called the ribbon part. Okay, now let's discuss each one by one. Okay, so first is quick access toolbar. So the quick access toolbar is present on the top of the left corner of the Word window. It has buttons of frequently used command. By default, the buttons present on this on its are as follows. First is save button, second is undo button, and the last is redo button. Okay, we all know that save button is used for save a file, undo button is used for roll back the previous action, and redo button is used to redo the action that was undone. Okay, so these three button is present on the quick access toolbar by default. Okay, next is title bar. Okay, so the title bar display the name of the currently working document. Okay, the title bar is display the name of the currently working document. It display the document name followed by the name of the program. The first new window we open in the Word is named document 1, and we can give a new name to the document at the time of saving it. Okay, next component is ribbon. Okay, ribbon is very important. Okay, ribbon is very important. The ribbon is isolated located just below the quick access toolbar. Okay, ribbon is located just below the quick access toolbar. It contains various options for working in document. The ribbon has several tabs such as file tab, home tab, insert tab, page layout tab. Okay, now you can see file tab, home tab, insert tab, design tab, page layout tab, reference tab, mailing tabs, review tab, view tab, and acrobat tab. Okay, so all these tabs are the part of a ribbon group. Okay, and every tab has a certain set of options that are divided into groups. For example, options related of the changing style of the text are present in the font group on the home tab. Okay, so this is the home tab. Okay, this is the home tab, and here you can see this is the font group, this is the paragraph group, this is the style group. Okay, so each and every tab has different options. Okay, and all these tabs are divided into groups. Okay, this is the font group, this is the paragraph group, this is the style group. Okay, next component is work area. So we can type text and insert picture, table, chart in the work area. The blinking vertical line in the work area is called the cursor. Okay, cursor, it shows the position at which text will be appear when you type. Next is rulers. Rulers means there are horizontal and vertical rulers that enables us to change the width and the height of the work area. Okay, next is horizontal and vertical scroll bar. Okay, horizontal and vertical scroll bar. There are two scroll bars in Word window. The vertical scroll bar located at the right of the document. Okay, right of the document, and enables us to move up and down of the document. Okay, so that means vertical scroll bar is used to move up and down the document, and horizontal scroll bar is located at the bottom of the document, and it used for move to the right or left of the document. Okay, the horizontal scroll bar appears only when the width of the document does not fit of the screen. Next and last component is status bar. The status bar appears at the bottom of the window on the left side. It provides details such as current page number, number of pages in the document. The view button and the zoom slider are present at the right side of the status bar. Okay, so these are the main components of Microsoft Word 2016. Okay, so all of you have to read these topics very carefully. First topic is um, uh, user interface based operating system and all the components of Word 2016. And all of you know that our first term exam is going to start from 10th of August, and the computer exam is held on 20th of August. Okay, so please all of you read the book very carefully. Okay, please read the book very carefully. So today I am ending my discussion here, and in my next video I will discuss another chapter. Okay, so till then take care, goodbye, and thank you.